Welcome, everyone. My name is Alex Karupa. I'm Senior Affiliate Manager at Market Call. And today we'll talk about how to run health insurance pay-per-call offers on Facebook ads. I have on the line as well Alexei Shmonov, it's CEO of Market Call. He will help me to host this webinar.
Hi,
Uh,
guys.
yeah, if you have any questions, you can write on chat and we will answer in the end of the webinar. We had a Zoom call last week this same time, but we had around 20 people. But on this webinar, we had around 100 or even more registrations. So hope other guys will join us very
Yeah,
soon.
people are joining right now. So,
Okay. So let's start.
oh, we already have first question. Okay, Mayank, you will see the answer very soon.
Okay, so a couple of words why we decided to make this webinar. So we have internal media buying team and we test different offers with different traffic sources. And recently, maybe last 2 weeks, we had positive results with health insurance offer on Facebook ads. And we decided to share our experience working with this traffic source and with this offer to you guys, so as you can earn more, and we both like we as a network and you as an affiliate can earn more on this offer. So it's a health insurance bundle, inbound calls and leads. It has no caps. Payout is standard payout $33.90. But if you have good volume and good quality of calls, we can easily increase the payout to $35 for you, and it pays weekly net 7. But if you have good volume, as I said, we can change these terms to just weekly payout. And you can see the screenshot of this software in our system. Maybe some of you already worked with it. Firstly, let me start with describing the user flow from Facebook, how people can know about your offer and how they can call to it. The first thing is pretty simple. It's Facebook ad that refers to the landing page. And on the landing page, there is phone number to call. It's pretty simple. The second one is when you refer to the landing page and it has a form field, and user fills this form, and then you show him the phone number to call and use a lead to call tool. So lead to call tool, I will speak about this a little bit later. Next thing you can do on Facebook, you can do Facebook ad and collect leads in the Facebook. It is called Facebook lead ads. So you collect the information about the user inside the Facebook, and then again you show him the phone number to call in the end of the quiz, and you use lead to call tool. And the other thing, you can do Facebook call only ads. So you just show the phone number to call in the ads, and people will call from Facebook immediately. As for lead to call tools, oh, sorry, I also forgot to mention that you can drive people from Facebook ad to Messenger, but in this case, we didn't test that. So as for lead to call tools, you can use SMS follow-up tool to schedule a callback. For example, service like Drips does this. And we have our internal SMS follow-up tool implemented. Maybe you saw the news. And someone,
Yeah, watch we provide for free, actually.
yeah, so we launched it maybe 2 weeks ago, and some of our affiliates already use it. Other thing, it's immediate callback. For example, trackdrive.net. I will show the screenshot later. And the other thing, you can use a call center just to outbound call these leads and transfer them to our call center.
Alex, we already have some questions, and one of most important question: will the recording for this webinar will be available after this webinar? We suppose maybe to do it. We don't know yet. We'll see. So
Yeah, I think
better if you
yeah.
Yeah, better just try to listen now, because you can also ask some questions if you don't understand some things, and we will answer on the end of this webinar.
Yeah, let's move on. So the first thing is Facebook to external website. So you see the example of it, and it says, for example, learn more, and then then person goes to the landing page, which can have only the phone number to call, or it can have a phone number and the lead form. So the person is able to choose between which is more preferable to him. It's a pretty basic type of ad. The second thing is Facebook lead gen, when you collect leads inside the Facebook. You see the example of user flow. So he sees the ad, he press get quote, then he's required to fill his first name and phone number. And in the end of this quiz, he sees the button to call the agent directly, and you get this lead, and you can do lead to call automation tool. So either SMS follow-up or instant callback or call center. This type of ad works well, but sometimes it can give you a lot of misqualified leads. So for example, sometimes people think they will go to the website by they fill this form, and sometimes this form is filled automatically, and Facebook provides the incorrect phone number, maybe some old phone number of this user. But still, some affiliates work with this method. Now I will talk about this SMS follow-up schedule callback. You see the screenshot. When the user submits the form on any website, our affiliates send us the lead in our system, and our system makes a SMS to the customer with such text and tries to schedule a callback in the time when user is ready. But with this tool, we see that sometimes people don't want to talk over the phone, and they ask questions directly in the SMS, but we can't convert them if they don't call. So the conversion rate is not very high. You need to understand that. And our affiliates usually use this tool with the connection of some other tools like callback or directly putting the phone number. But it's pretty
Yes,
cheap.
it's just increasing your conversion.
Yeah.
So,
And it's cheap and easy to use. Even if you don't use our tool, if you work with some third-party service, it's not so expensive comparing to other tools. And the minus I write here, a lack of transparency. It's because such tools doesn't provide you with messages that customer answers because of some legal issues. So they don't provide like
personal data and other things. So you just will see transfers in our web interface.
Yeah, so you will see only the final result, but you don't see what customers write and what they ask. And it's not only with our tool; it's with any tool that use a similar function. Next thing is a callback plus SMS. It's a screenshot from the service called trackdrive.net. So it's basically like call checking, but with the function to follow up the leads. So there is some simple sequence, a schedule. So when a lead goes to the track drive, the first thing you see is they place a call. So they do like a callback immediately. If a customer doesn't answer, they wait 5 seconds and they send SMS with the text you provide. Then, if there is no call from the customer, they wait 5 minutes more and place callback again. But this.
So you can add a lot of actions, like more than 10 actions as you want. With just example what you can do.
Yeah, so you can set up this schedule as you like. You can send as many SMS and as many calls as you want.
Yeah, you can push this lead like 3 days if you want.
Yeah, but our statistics show that if lead is contacted in 5 minutes, it's the highest conversion rate. Not many
Yeah,
leads call after 2-3 days.
After that, yeah, conversion falling dramatically.
Yeah. So the next thing is call center as a follow-up tool. So it provides the highest conversion rate because a customer talks with the agents on the line, but it also have high costs, and also advertisers should allow to use call center. So as you see in our system, some of offers allow call center, some of no. So you need to be careful with the offer choose. But as speaking for health insurance, we have other bundle for live transfers, and it allows US-based call centers. And we are right now doing some testing for our internal leads, but after this test is done, maybe we will release this tool for our all affiliates. So as you can send us leads, and we will call them with our call center and transfer to the advertiser. So this function is called in our system broker, but right now it's not active. Maybe someone you saw that.
Alex, we have one question about Track Drive.
Yeah.
Is Track Drive placed on the landing page of Facebook lead gen form?
No, this works a little bit different. So, for example, you get the lead from the landing page or from the Facebook lead form, and then you need to send this lead via API to the Track Drive. So they will provide you the API instructions, and you need to send this lead via API. Also, if you are not familiar with API, there is a service called Zapier, and Zapier, yeah, and it can help you to connect, for example, Facebook lead form with a Track Drive, so you don't need to do any programming. It's pretty basic, and I had one question from one affiliate about this, and I will try to make some like manual instruction how to use Zapier to send leads from Facebook lead ads form.
Okay, let's go.
Next thing is Facebook call-only ads. So a lot of affiliates that done Google call-only ads in the past, they ask about this type of ads in Facebook. But as for our experience and experience of our affiliates, this ad type doesn't work well because firstly, people think they will go to some website and they click the button, but doesn't call, same as in Google. And second thing is that they need to see like some more information about the offer. So they don't want to call from the ad because it provides very few information. So I don't recommend to run this type of ads.
But you can try.
Yeah. I know that in some industries it can work, mostly like in some like TV and internet, something like this. Actually, we have one internet offer coming next week, so stay tuned.
You mean Dish?
Dish and also just generic internet.
I think we will tell our new offers after the use cases.
Yeah, so the next part of the webinar is 4 success keys to Facebook advertising. It's of course the landing page, targeting, creatives, and optimization. And I will talk about each one in detail. But of course, we can't share exact creatives and targeting options that we used in our advertising. Firstly, because like we spent a lot of money to test, and we just can't share it for free. And the second one, that all of you will just try to repeat it, and will increase the auction bid for us and for everyone else. So we just give you a general idea how to do it. The first thing is prepare the landing page. You can see example of landing pages that we provide our affiliates. I think we have one more landing page example coming maybe in 1 week. Just that has different template. And for high conversion rates, we always encourage you to make your own landing pages, because this one is used by our affiliates. And of course, if different affiliates use same landing page, if users already have been on this landing page, they won't convert on this landing page from other affiliate. So try to make some unique page. And check your website on Google page speed, because it's really important that your website is loading very fast and doesn't require a lot of space. And yeah,
one
the last
question
thing,
from Mark.
yeah.
I'm a little confused, as you said, that you will be offering a service that the calls would go to your call center and then to the client. How is the process now if we decide to run a campaign today? It's a nice question from Mark.
Yeah, it's a good question. Right now, we don't have this function active yet. So we test the whole process with our internal leads. And as soon as this test is successful, then we will make an announcement and how to do it and etc.
Okay.
And the last thing, I recommend to use call-only ads, call-only landing pages, because it has a little bit higher conversion rate, and also it's easier to work with it, because you need to like match the conversions only on calls, not on leads. Now let's talk about Facebook campaign creation. As you can see, there are different options on the campaign type. For example, if you want to collect leads in Facebook, you can use a lead generation. But for our campaign, we use conversions. Um, Facebook will optimize your campaign on the conversion event you put in it. I will talk a little bit later about it. So the first thing you need to do is make an ad set. So basically you put the like targeting and as I remember the budget. As for targeting, you can use some interest targeting, like you can choose health insurance in the interests, or some general interests like healthcare, well-being, maybe fitness and wellness, some family interests, because good clients are those clients with family policy. And you better to exclude Spanish audience, because right now our advertiser doesn't accept the Spanish callers, and you of course need to exclude not accepted states. And you can think about the ideas how you can exclude low-income audience, because we see that the conversion rate from all calls to billable calls on such type of audience is much lower than like on the medium income audience. And you can also use custom audiences from third-party providers. So you can like upload the list with emails and phone numbers to the Facebook. As I remember, it should be at least 1,000 contacts, and Facebook will make your like custom audience, and you can make retargeting or make a new lookalike audience. So we run a lot with lookalike audience. We see that like the auction bid is much lower on it, but the question is like where do you get this data to make a third-party audience, like the custom audience? And there are several third-party providers. If you want to know more, just write me on Skype. I will provide you some info about this, so you can get this data and make your own lookalike audience. By the way, if you don't know what is lookalike audience, Facebook takes this list, these people, and tries to make the audience pretty similar that this audience. For example, if you have list of people that recently was interested in health insurance or just bought it recently, Facebook will see those people profiles and try to make the new audience pretty similar to yours. But be careful, as we read on some forums and websites, Facebook doesn't like this when you upload not your audience, but some audience that you bought, and may suspend your account, but we didn't have this issue. Okay, let's move next.
Let's move ahead, yeah.
You need to set up ad schedule, despite the fact that our offer can take calls like 24/7. We see highest conversion rates in this period of time, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. You need to exclude certain states as well. So we can take all states, but the highest conversion rate is in specific states, like it is listed in the offer rules, like in the first 5 sentences, I think. If you're not sure, just ask me on Skype. I will provide you those states. Then you need to set up the age. We recommend to do it from 30 to 60 years old. As for devices, we run our ads only on mobile devices because we see a highest conversion rate from the traffic to calls. So we use only mobile placements. And as for placements, we use Facebook newsfeed and Instagram newsfeed. We recommend to do it because it has most of the traffic, and this traffic is most quality. And if
Alex,
you
we also have one question about the Facebook Messenger placement. Do we use it or no?
No, we never used it, but we need just to allocate some budget to test it. Right now, we place only on the news
Yeah,
feed.
but you can try
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm.
So if you have vertical creatives, you can use Facebook stories and Instagram stories as well. So we didn't run this on health insurance offer, but we know that some affiliates run it on some other types of offers, and it works pretty well as well. Now you need to, it's optional thing. You can place like a cost control, like a bid on a conversion event. So the conversion event, I will talk a little bit later about it. It's a link click on the phone number on the landing page, and you can bid maximum like $5-8 on the click on the phone number. And you can see there is different strategies in Facebook, but we recommend when you just start to use a bid cap or the target cost. And you should choose the conversion window 1 day and optimization for delivery conversions. So now let's make some creatives. You see just examples. It's not our real creatives, but pretty close what we have. For the 8 creatives, I would recommend to use these ideas. For example, save up to some, for example, $100 on, oh, sorry, save up to some percentage on insurance plan, or for example, save some in dollars every month, or we have plans starting from some
$89.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can say,
check.
yeah, you can say like, lost your job or insurance, we have a plan for you. You may be eligible for health insurance at little or no cost. Did you miss open enrollment? It's not too late, and other stuff. Something about coronavirus as well. Like, are you concerned about the coronavirus and need health coverage? We have it for you. But this thing with coronavirus, you need to be very careful with your ads and with your texts, because Facebook may not allow your ad to be started.
Yes, people who do creatives with coronavirus usually use like clocking.
Yeah. So for ad creatives, of course, not every one of us are very creative. So I really recommend before starting to use AdSpy tools. So there is like a free AdSpy tool on Facebook, Facebook Ads Library. But right now you can see only ads when you type the group name there. So you can't just type like health insurance and see all ads on the health insurance. You need to type the specific group name. So it's it's not used a lot right now. The second thing is AdSpy.com. I don't know why there is a mistake. Sorry for that. So it's AdSpy.com. We use this
Yeah,
tool.
looks nice. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we use this tool, but it's pretty expensive, something above $100 per month. But it works well, and there is some, I think, free searches, maybe 5 or 10 searches. And
Yeah, or
if
you can invite your friends and receive more free searchers.
Yeah, you can invite your friends and log in from different device, or you just sign up with the new device, the new IP address, and search a lot. And I recommend to just make a screenshots of those ads you see, and then after you see at least 20 or 30 ads, you can make your own ad. You just compilate, like you take some features from every ad and make your own unique ad. And there is other tools like Power Ad Spy and Big Spy. I think maybe Big Spy has a free version as well with limited searches. But you can just Google like top 10 Facebook Ad Spy tools, and maybe some of them have free versions as well. But this is a must for Facebook affiliates to use AdSpy tools.
Yeah, Alex, we have one question from Anna. Why we use one-day pixel optimization?
I'm not very specialist in that, but as I remember, if people doesn't convert in one day, we think that they will not convert anytime.
Yeah, we just made some tests and see how does it work.
Yeah,
For us, better works one day.
yeah.
Yeah, you can try different ways, and maybe you will see different results. It's just our experience what we're sharing.
Yeah, so as for optimization, we put Facebook Pixel on our landing page, and we set up the conversion event on the phone button to call. And if you have the phone field, you can also use that as well. And then we just run our ad sets with different targeting, creatives, and others. And Facebook will see which one provides more conversions. And then Facebook can optimize automatically, or you can change some settings by you as well. And a very common question, how to set up the conversion event on your website if you are not a programmer. There is a pretty simple tool in Facebook. It's called event setup tool. So you just click on that when you set up your conversion event, and it will open your website, and you can just click on the phone number link to call, and Facebook will understand this click as an event for the conversion. So it's pretty simple, and you can do it without any HTML editing or any other things. And now let's talk about the metrics to target. Of course, different creatives, different targeting options may result in different results. But what we see on average, we see like the CPM around $10. It can vary, but we just say like the average.
It's target CPM for you.
Yeah, so if you doesn't know, CPM is cost per mile, so it's cost per 1,000 views of your ad. The CTR, the click-through rate of your ad, what we see is around from 1 to 1.5%. The
Yeah, for
CPC,
some good creatives, you can see like 2 to 2.5, but it's not so common.
yeah, so you can define the performance of your ad by CTR. If people click on it a lot, then it's good ad. But you also need to see how many people of those who clicked actually called. So it's always depends on different metrics. The CPC we see on average it's $1, maybe 1.5, something like this. Landing page conversion rate also like depends on your landing page and on your audience, but on average what we see is 5 to 10%. Cost per call, I mean cost per like any call, like a raw call, is in the range of from $8 to $15, and cost per billable call, like the hold in our system, the call you will get paid, it's around $20-25. And the conversion rate from calls to billable calls with our calls, it's 40 to 70%. And it depends on the audience, and also it can depend on the advertiser that answers the calls. So sometimes we see some days they have some issues with their call center, and our conversion rate may be lower, but some days and some specific time of the day they answer all the calls and everything goes smooth and our conversion rate is really high. And the
We have,
ROI, yeah.
yeah, yeah, let's finish.
Yeah, the
Okay.
ROI we see with our ads is from 20 to 50%. It really depends on the creative and targeting we run, but you need to understand when you try to increase your traffic volume, your CPM goes high and your ROI goes low.
So we have one question like, do you allow text to call generate? I think they ask about SMS traffic maybe, because it's
I don't know what they
if you speak about SMS traffic, yes, SMS traffic. No, we don't allow any SMS traffic on health insurance also.
we allow SMS traffic on auto insurance.
Yeah, we have offer with auto insurance. Is there any way to learn complete video training how to use market call? You mean I think that Mahub mean like how to use our system, Alex? Like,
Yeah, we have a help center. It's I think help.marketcall.net. You can send them the link, and there are a lot of questions and answers, and there is also a video how to join the offer. But
we have also support online, and we respond most like all working hours, so you can ask directly through web chat.
yeah, but we try to make our system as easy as possible, and you can see some like answers in the help center. Yeah, guys, so actually that's it. You can ask your questions. I will be ready to answer. Alexei, do we have any questions there?
Yeah, I just copy the link to help center where they can find information. What performs better, click to call or form fill? George, it depends. Really depends from audience, creative, and targeting. You have to test both.
But
In success,
yeah, if you are a newbie, I would recommend to start with just like calls button on the landing page. It's easier.
oh, nice question. Auto insurance will work on Facebook or not?
We haven't tested with our team a lot, but we see that some other affiliates run it as well.
Yeah, I see a lot of Facebook advertisement on auto insurance space, and it definitely works. Don't worry. Please send to my email live booking at Gmail your presentation. So, guys, I think we will share this use case on our website. You will complete the form and you will receive this presentation.
Yeah, I think we will
Just
do
check
it
it out
maybe
maybe on
next
next week.
week. Yeah.
Next week, yeah. How do we get call centers to transfer calls for us, offshore and offshore?
So if you want to hire a call center, so it's pretty easy. Just go to the Google and just type call centers to hire and find the call center. But it's really
Or
complicated
you
process.
can write
Yeah.
on any ring chat in Skype. So, do I get paid for every single person call or is there any other criteria to get paid?
So
I
basically,
think it's question about bundle, yeah. Mm-hmm.
basically, our main buffer time is 90 seconds. So people call, for example, in 10, in 15 seconds, agent answers, and agent asks some basic questions, like if person is interested in health insurance, what is his zip or state, can he afford at least $150 per month, and if everything is okay, the call passes 90 seconds and it gets paid. But if caller doesn't qualify for some criteria, then call agent says that sorry, you like don't match to our qualifications and I need to hang up with you, something like this, or just hang up. So basically in our system,
Uh,
what we see right now, it's all calls above 90 seconds are paid.
so next question. Do we need to send the leads to our call centers and have them sent to yours, or do we just send them to the phone in the offer?
So if you have the call center that is US based, you can just send the callers to the phone number in our offer.
Or you can send directly to our number. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You can choose. What if agents reach 90 seconds buff and ended customer is not qualified? What will happen?
Advertiser will still pay for this call, but it happens very rarely because they really do a great job, and most of the calls are coming from customers that are qualified.
Do you have call centers you suggest for newbies?
Well, I don't know, but when we release the broker function, you will not need to think about it. It will
Yeah,
be free for you.
we're going to provide like call center for our affiliates. So you can use it if you need newbie because a lot of call centers have requirements for minimum persons or something like this. You have to pay at least, for example, 1,000 per week for the call center. So we
Let me
think
just say
and consider
that
about
let me just say if you want to work with call center, it will be very expensive for you. They will charge you around $15 per hour
per hour.
for the one agent. It's pretty expensive. So I don't recommend.
Alex,
Yeah.
are Bing ads effective these days? What do you think, Jonas?
Uh, we did test this traffic source maybe a couple of months ago, and it was not very successful for us. So as for other affiliates, I don't have any like
We
feedback
have a
from
couple
them.
affiliates, I think so,
Yeah, but they
but
don't provide us
not
feedback.
so huge here.
Yeah.
What type of creatives, images you seen working better? Older people, doctors, or lifestyle?
Yeah, it's a good question. You can use both, like all these images, but it depends on the audience. So, for example, you can make one ad set, especially for older people, like for example, from 55 to 65, something like this, and you can use specific images with older people for them, and the same for young people. You use some lifestyle, young people in the images, and you can also target some family members like 35 maybe to 50, with some family images. So it always depends like on the audience you target. So we recommend to make several audiences and for each one to make own creatives. You just need to think about which problems this offer solves for each type of audience. For example, for one audience, this offer helps to save money. For other offer, it helps to take care of the health of the person, and etc.
Guys, I see a lot of questions in chat. So better for us if you write your questions in Q&A section, so we will see what we already answered or not. Because in chat session there are a lot of people just trying to typing and not so easy to find out new questions. So let's answer some questions from Q&A zone, Alex.
Okay.
So if I send, I think he's speaking about SMS traffic.
Can you read the question? I don't see it.
Yeah, yeah, he asking about SMS traffic, and if he send text, then qualify through call center, is it good or not? Do I accept this?
Yeah, we may test this. We need to speak like how do you get this data of people that you send SMS. If you can, see my contact there. There is Skype. You can write me on Skype, and we can discuss this specific scheme.
Yeah, will you tell about Google Ads, Alex, this day?
Not today. Sorry.
Yeah, we also have one use case with Google Ads. I think that we did like 1 year ago. You can see.
But yeah, but it's very old right now. It's not
very old, but some common information you can find here. Hi, Alex. Hope you're doing. Can you summarize quickly again? Yeah, we will do it later. So if I send, that's all questions Q&A sections. We have also what nice questions from John. What budget would you recommend to start with Facebook ads and healthcare pay-per-call offer?
Start. I budget per day at least that you can get at least like 10 raw calls, so you can see the performance. So if we speak about, I would say like maybe $50 to $100 per day. So you can use different targeting, different creatives. But if you have a very small budget, it will last only for one creative, and you won't understand if it works or not. Because we spent a lot of money, we tested a lot of creatives, a lot of targeting methods, and then we got very positive ROI. But if you have very small budget, it will be a little bit harder for you.
Nice question from Shane. What are the top 3 performing verticals right now we have?
I would say right now it's health insurance. This one offer, yeah. Second one is final expense. We see some boom in it because of coronavirus. And the third one, I think debt settlement and auto insurance has some same traffic volume right now.
Question about newbies. How much newbies are making? It's tough question, Alex.
Yeah, it's tough questions because we have like thousands of affiliates, and most of them they even doesn't start with the offer, working with offer, and some join the offer, but we don't see any calls from them, and I don't know if they even drive some traffic. So I can't say anything about newbies, but as for top affiliates, I think our top affiliates are making maybe $4,000 to $7,000 per day, something like this.
Question from John. For offers that do not come with landing pages, what types of landing page example would you recommend? The pest control thing.
So it's a really
yeah.
good question. As for landing pages, I also recommend first thing to go to AdSpy tool and see what other competitors are doing. And second thing, just go to the Google ads, to the Google, type the pest control and see what landing pages are presented in the paid ads and in the organic search. And try to find some landing pages that use mostly calls buttons. And speaking about landing pages, we have a plan. I spoke about it last week Zoom meeting. We will do landing pages for auto insurance, for debt settlement, for final expense, for solar, and maybe some other offers as well.
Yeah, we will provide it for free and you will receive email when we will release it. A question from Terry. Can you explain the different offer types, inbound, offshore, onshore, transfer? Please explain offer types so we know how each offers pay to trigger conversion.
Yes, that's a very good question. So any call can be classified in two different options. It's either inbound call when the customer calls by himself, or live transfer when firstly the customer is called from some call center. This call center asks some questions to the customer and then do the live transfer to our call center, to the advertiser's call center. So basically, there are two types of calls, inbounds and live transfers. And live transfers can be either from offshore call center that is based not in United States and onshore call center that is based in United States. So if you work, for example, with Google, with Facebook, and people call by their self, this is for inbound. Like, I hope you understand this now.
We have a couple of questions about average volume of calls per day for newbies, average and advanced level of affiliates. How much do they earn? And can you answer, Alex? What is target for newbies? How much they can do?
Yeah, for newbies, I recommend like to start you getting at least 5-10 billable calls per day. It will be good for you. Just not to spend a lot and get some results. And top affiliates can do hundreds of calls per day. And if you do a lot of volume, of course, your costs will go higher. But we can speak with you and increase the payout for you. So it's not a problem. As for our
What the
media buying,
requirements?
as for our media buying team, we started not long ago with this offer, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and we do right now, I think, around maybe 70 to 100 calls per day, something like this.
Okay. What we have more? What is the break-even budget for Facebook typically?
Yeah, you can see these metrics to target. Every case is individual because it will depend on your targeting and on your creatives. But you can calculate your budget and your profit.
Alex, what offers do you have? What new offers do you have? And what offers are on high demand like this time?
Yeah, as for high demand offers, I already told this time, mostly insurance and financial offers are really in high demand, like health insurance, final expense, life insurance. As for financial offers, it's like debt settlement, tax debt, credit repair. And as for new offers, I wanted to check, but I can't close my screen, so maybe someone from my team can
Okay,
help me.
okay. Explain more if affiliates engage call centers for health insurance offer. I think question about live transfers.
So, for example, you have your own call center or you hire the call center from like some third party. You get the lead, for example, from Facebook lead generation ad, or for example, you drive traffic to the landing page and you get this lead from the form fill. Then you send this lead in the Excel or via API to your call center. This call center calls this lead and asks some qualifying questions. We can provide you the script example, so it will be easier for them. They ask like, how old are you? What is your zip code? Uh, do you have coverage now or not? Can you afford at least $150 per month? And if customer is qualified, they like say the customer, please stay on the line. I'm transferring to you to the agent, and they do live transfer. So in a couple of seconds, call is connected to our phone number and to the advertiser, and then a person will speak to the advertiser directly, and the call will be billable the same 90 seconds duration. I hope this makes sense.
So if I send, I see going on questions about call SMS traffic. So better to just jump to the Skype and discuss all SMS traffic.
Maybe
with
they
Alex
ask
after this
about,
call.
let me check. Maybe they ask about this SMS traffic. So this is allowed. If you get this lead and you just send him the follow-up SMS, it's okay. But if you send SMS just to some random data, it's not okay. But if you get the lead directly from Facebook, from your landing page, it's okay to send them SMS. We allow that.
Question from Anna. What the requirements for domains and hosting?
So it's like we don't have any requirements on our side, but we recommend to use the domain name on the .com.
US based.
Yeah, and US based hosting.
hosting.
Yeah.
So
I think we use HostGator and GoDaddy. It's pretty popular services.
So I see also a lot of questions about this presentation. So as we told, we will publish this use case on next week. Also, we have one question, Alex, about manager was trying to sign up for your health insurance offshore offer, but it's unable to click on the traffic source.
Yeah, it was a technical mistake. I asked our managers to fix it. If it wasn't fixed, please write me on Skype. I will make sure it's fixed. Just technical question.
So I think we answered for all questions. So guys, what do you think? Do you like this use case? Can you put plus or write something that you like this presentation and we did great job for you? So this number you will provide is a campaign number and no need to ask for to answer. Of course, we should outbound calls. Then all we need is to transfer this call to the market call number. Then it's all set.
Yeah. Alexei, I saw that a couple of people, they raised their hand. I think we can provide them to speak in the by the microphone.
Yeah, I see two hands. Let's start from Sherful. Do you know how to give him
Press
right
him
to
right click. I think. Do you have this function?
No, I don't have, Alex.
Okay, one moment. Okay.
Oh.
Let me just Shariful, yes?
Yeah, now he cannot answer.
Hello, Shariful. Yeah, your microphone doesn't work. We allow you to talk, but
yeah, you can
Hello.
Hello, yeah,
Hi.
we hear you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, both of you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm interested in running Facebook traffic for this offer that you covered in the webinar, and
Okay,
I'm also interested in auto insurance and as well as mm, the final expense.
okay.
Did you also test those other two offers of like final expense and auto insurance, because their CPC in Google is very high. That's why I think the alternative could be Facebook.
Yeah, we tested auto insurance a little bit, but we didn't get good results. But we need to test it more with different audiences and creatives. And as for final expense, we will test it maybe in 1 week, something like this. And we,
Final expense, you didn't test yet, right?
yeah, we didn't even test it. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you test, and also after that, after getting results, you can also share with us like this webinar. But
Yeah,
this
of
webinar
course.
is
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, but this webinar is very fantastic and informative.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And also, uh, to minimize the cost of the FB traffic, can we think something like using like funnel? Can we make the funnels, uh, and somehow we can reduce the cost for the FB traffic, because it still I see traffic little bit expensive.
Which funnels? Sorry, which funnels?
Like in traffic funnel, I means first like something like that, some first time we can show them like cheap traffic, like cheap reach traffic in the awareness level in the FB, right?
Yeah.
Then we can then we can retarget only to those engaged traffic with the conversion, because conversion level conversion type of ads, because it is expensive than the reach or awareness level ads in the Facebook. That's why I think in that way we can save some money advertising cost.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, we have
There
one more questions from
Okay.
Anna.
Thanks, Sharaful.
yeah.
Thank you for your question, Shariful. We have one more question from Anna, and it's really good questions. Maybe you recommend any forum courses, blogs with good information about pay-per-call. Maybe Alex, you will share your experience. What blogs are you looking for? What are you watching?
Well, right now I don't watch anything because I'm too busy. But I can recommend the course from Ringba. It's a paper call course. I can send you the link if you write me on Skype. But actually, I was searching YouTube and didn't find very like good videos on that. There are some paid courses, but me personally, I don't recommend paying for them because it's better uh, if you just use this budget to test your ideas.
Okay, so I think that we have to move to summarize our webinar for today because we answered for at least 37 questions.
We have other
And
hands. Maybe let them ask the quick question.
yeah, we have four hands.
Okay,
Let's ask for John.
I already muted Nazmilan Khan. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm pretty well. Thanks for asking. So actually, I had actually searched and everything, and that I was just late joined. So this is a better idea. Very good. I appreciate that. And I don't have any questions, so I was just waiting for the sunrise. That's it. So the thing is
Okay.
that
Okay.
is
Okay.
very good, and I appreciate the effort
Okay.
that you did.
We will summarize it in a little bit later. Just answer all the questions other people have, if you have anything. IG Seps have a question. I will. Or he uses older version of Zoom. I can't give him a talk.
We also still have a lot of questions about video of this presentation.
Yeah, we will provide you that.
I think each second question about it.
Yeah, I just wanted
you,
to
guys,
get some feedback.
Kind of
Yeah, I wanted to get some feedback from you guys. Maybe some other topics we need to make a webinar about. You are interested? Which topics are you interested in as well?
Yeah, just write on the chat, or guys, write on the chat what topics are interesting about. Suggest 5 best converting offers with Facebook ads. So yeah, we already answered for these questions, like health insurance, auto insurance, debt, and final life insurance.
There are some questions in the QA section. Did you see that?
Can we send bulk SMS if we have scrapped leads? I think this question from same SMS guy, and better to discuss it on private.
Yeah, you can work without insurance. Yeah, with bulk SMS. Do you ever drive Facebook traffic to landing page that is call only landing page, meaning a page where the only option for the customer is calling in? Yeah, we do that. Yeah.
Yes, just sign up and that's it. We have this landing page. Call limits explanation and live transfers with inbound qualification because I was late. Sorry, Karen.
It's about the limits?
Yes, I think a question about limits. How does it work?
So some advertisers, they put the limits like mostly daily limits on calls. But if we speak about the offer we work with, the bundle, inbound bundle for health insurance, it has no limits.
Do some leads get slipped? I mean, not getting tracked properly.
No, that's not possible. Actually, I wanted to describe how our bundle works. Maybe not of you know about that. It's pretty interesting. So a bundle means that this offer has different advertisers. And for example, customer calls, and our system recognizes which state he's calling from, and system picks the advertisers that can take this specific state. Then our system checks on the working hours if advertiser can take this call in his working hours, and then call goes to this advertiser. This is which is more prioritized in our bundle. So we always make the higher payout advertiser on the higher level of priority. And if he doesn't answer the call in 15 seconds, then our system automatically redirects this call to the other advertiser. So we try to monetize your calls as much as possible, and sometimes there is advertisers that pays much higher than $33. For example, $38, $40. Sometimes it happens, but most of the calls are paid in $33.90 duration.
Question from Age. So this number you will provide is a campaign number and no need for us to answer.
Yes. If you do outbound calls, yeah.
Sweet, thanks from Karen. So yeah,
there
I
are
see
some
no new questions.
There are some questions in the chat. Let me check. In Google, health insurance calls are blocked nowadays. No, we have some publishers that work with health insurance in Google, and it's not blocked. So I don't know why you ask. Also,
Yeah, because Google changed policy maybe 1 year ago, but you have to complete verification when you do your campaign.
yeah, I can give you some tip on Google. Just if you do call-only ads and they ask for business name, just put there your landing, like your domain name. For example, you can make a domain name like health insurance quotes if it's free. And then put in the business name health insurance quotes. So it should match the domain name and it will be approved.
Okay.
Can I chat you inside the Skype? Yeah, you can see my contact here, Facebook, Skype, and my email.
Can I follow up the phone leads that I have in my dashboard, which were non-converted with call centers or SMS traffic again, to try with those leads?
Yeah, that's a good question. You can do it, but if you use call center, you need to transfer these clients to the different advertisers that allows call center. We have this offer, it's just a different offer. Also, guys, I want to announce that next week, this same time, we will have 2 calls. One on Thursday with call centers based in the United States, and one on Friday with call centers based outside the United States. We just talk without any presentation, just talk about how we can work more together, which offers we need to add to the system, and how we can help you to earn more. Just informal conversation. On Thursday with US-based call centers, and on Friday with offshore call centers. We will make a mail about this next week.
Okay. I see no more new questions. Oh, last one. Get some high payout offers in your network, friends.
Okay, James. Write me which offers do you need, and we will think about it.
Yeah. Okay, so I think
no more questions, guys, and we can end this webinar. Thank you for coming, and we will be in touch with you. Bye-bye.